morning, boys and girls, and welcome to your math lesson for today. Today is Monday, April 27th, 2020. Today for your math assignment, what you're going to need is your math textbook and a pencil. And then if you would like to participate in Mrs. Peterson's extra activity today, you're going to need a partner and you're going to need a deck of cards with all the face cards out. So I took out the Jack, the Queen, and the King, and the Jokers. So I just have all the numbers in my cards. So I'm going to put my deck of cards to the side, and then we're going to get started. All right, let's open our books to page 59. On this first page here, friends, we have a fox. Now, the fox had one, looks like a cinnamon bun on his plate, and then he ate it. Look how full he is. He's so full because he ate all of his cinnamon bun. So friends, if I have one and I add nothing to it, how many would I have? 0. Or if I ate all of my cinnamon bun, how many would I have? 0. So today we're going to talk about what happens when we add 0. Let's turn the page to page 60. So on page 60, it says add, write the numbers. So let's look at this page. On this page, let's look at the first one. Let's see how many rolls I have. I have one, or buns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I have 6 buns and I add 0 buns, how many buns do I have? 6. Just 6. The number doesn't change. Can you complete this page for me, friends, and see what happens when you add? So you have 4 pretzels and you add nothing. What happens? And here you have 8 hot dogs and you add 0. What happens? How many is that? When you're all done, you're going to turn to page 62. We're going to skip page 61 and we're going to come back to that page at the very end of our lesson today. So turn to page 62 and you're all done. Don't forget to pause the video. Okay, so we should be all done that page. Let's move on to this page today, boys and girls. Okay, so on this page it says add. Write the numbers. And what they have for us here, I'm just going to erase my little ticks, is we have, it looks kind of like 2 decks of cards. We have 2 rectangles with dots in them. And what the rectangles and the dots are going to help us is help us add. So we have 1 plus 4 equals how many? Let's see. I have 1 plus 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 plus 4 equals 5. Let me help you with one more. So here we have 8 dots plus 1 dot. Now we know how to count on now, boys and girls. So what Mrs. Peterson is going to do is I don't have to count all these dots. I already know that it's 8. So I'm going to go 8 plus 1. So 8 and keep counting 9. 8 plus 1 equals 9. Boys and girls, can you complete this page and figure out what 7 plus 6 equals and what 5 plus 9 equals? And write the numbers in the box. When you're all done, we're going to move on to page 63. All right, so we're going to do our review pages today because those other pages were pretty quick, and I think you guys have the hang of this, and this will be pretty quick today too. So here, we're just going to be reviewing what we've learned this unit. On the first part, it says add, write the numbers. So we have 5 cats plus 2 cats equals how many? And 3 birds plus 6 birds equals how many? Pause the video and fill in the answers. Awesome. Now for the bottom part of this page, it says add, write the numbers. Now what we're going to do for this page, boys and girls, is I want you to practice using your number line. So you can either use your number line or you can use the squares and circles. It's up to you. I'm going to show you a way to do both of them. So let's do the first one. So here we have 8 plus 7 equals blank. So Mrs. P knows that I don't have to count all 8 of these because I already know that it's 8. It's telling me it's 8. So what I can do is I can count on from 8 and count the remaining, count the dots to figure out what my answer is. So I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 8 plus 7 equals 15. Now, see if you can do this next one on your own, but maybe try using the number line. What you're going to do is you're going to take your 4, you're going to circle it on your number line, and then the second number tells you how many jumps you have to do. How many jumps do you have to do? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many is 4 plus 6? Write the number in the box and then turn the page. Don't forget to pause the video. Okay. Now on this page, page 64, this is the last page you're going to do today. It says, draw the correct number of squares or circles. Write the numbers. So we have 9 plus 2 equals blank. So we have 9 squares. How many circles do we need to draw? Or we can draw squares, I guess, to match. So we have 9. How many squares do we need to draw? 2. 1, 2. Then you need to write the number in the box. So what is 9 plus 2? I'm not going to tell you the answer. You got to figure it out on your own. I am going to show you this first, though. So 4 plus 8 equals blank. We have 4 circles. How many more circles do we need to draw? 8. So in the cloud, I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you go ahead and complete these top 2 questions? And then we'll move on to the bottom 2. Don't forget, pause the video. Okay, now for the bottom 2 question, it says, add. Write the numbers. 2 plus 2 equals what? This is the spot where we're going to have to use our number line. So I'm going to put my pencil on 2, because that's the first number. And then the second number tells us how many to jump. So 2 plus 2. 2, and now I need to jump 2 times. 1, 2. What number did I land on, boys and girls? Write that number in the box. Okay. Now for this one, we need to start at the number 1. I'm going to put my pencil on the number 1. And the second number tells me how many jumps I need to make. I need to make 7 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What number did I land on when I jumped 7? Write that number in the box. If you need to pause the video, and then I'm going to explain your extra activity today. Okay, we should be all done. So I'm going to close my textbook, move it to the side. I'm going to explain this game to you today that you can play if you want to practice and review adding. So with a partner, you can play as partner with your brother and your sister, your mom and your dad. So how you play this game is you put the deck of cards down, and then each of you takes turn turning over a card each. So if I was playing with a partner, this person returned 2, this person turned 6. So what you need to do, boys and girls, there's 2 ways to play this game. The first way you play this game is you have to say if you think that if you combine these 2, if it's going to be more or less than 10. So if you were to add 2 and 6, do you think it's going to be more or less than 10? You're going to shout out the answers. I'm going to say less. 2 plus 6 is 8. So that would be right. So I would get to keep this pair. I'll show you one more time. Each of you takes a number and you say, is this number going to be more or less than 10? More. 7 plus 8 equals 15. So I would win again. Okay, now a different way you can play this game is you each turn over your card, and whoever says what the answer is first gets to keep the pair. So if someone one of you flipped over 6 and one of you flipped over 10. Whoever added those two together first would win. So 6 plus 10 equals 16.